To our colleagues in the DA Bureau of Agricultural Research, the Department of Agriculture family, to our farmers and fisher folk who we dedicate our initiatives to, and to all our attendees, a warm welcome and good morning to every one of you. Isang mapagpalang araw po sa ating lahat and welcome to the DA Bar's online seminar series of 2025. My name is Christina S. Estrada from the Knowledge Management and Information Systems Division of the DA Bureau of Agricultural Research, and I will be your host for today's online seminar. So it's already 2025, and I'm sure everyone is working on our new beginnings, perhaps bigger and better than what we have had. Just like our seminar for today, we will be tackling the market of our munggo from being a household gulay to a commercial processed food. So the title today is Beyond Borders, Market Growth Strategies for Mung Bean Instant Ginisang Munggo and Mung Bean Noodles. Before we introduce our speaker and formally start our knowledge sharing, please comment your locations and affiliations para malaman po natin yung naaabot ng ating knowledge exchange at ng serbisyo ng bar. Also, please ask questions kasi hindi po laging andito yung expert natin. Wag po kayong mahiyang magtanong. And please subscribe to our social media pages. That's facebook.com/daybarofficial or search the Bureau of Agricultural Research on Facebook, or you may follow us on IG at @daybarofficial. Para po malaman nyo, para updated kayo kung may online seminar series pa po ba tayo or which we hold monthly naman, and other activities of BAR that might benefit or interest you. So without further ado, I'll be introducing our legumes expert for the seminar. With a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, and a master's degree from the Isabela State University, she currently oversees the overall operation and implementation of the DACBRC HBCDP Research for Development of the Legumes Project. She has been instrumental in developing and refining promising cultivars of peanuts, soybeans, and mung beans. She also leads efforts to create and enhance suitable packages of technologies for production and spearheads the development of innovative food products, focusing on advancing the quality and efficiency of processing technologies on these legumes. Currently, she serves as the project leader for the Agri-Based Developed Process Products Technology Business Incubator, or the ADAPT TBI project, which stands as the first technology business incubator initiated by the Department of Agriculture nationwide. She also received the 2023 Outstanding Government Worker Pag-asa Award in the individual category from the Civil Service Commission. She is none other than the CBRC Senior Science Research Specialist, Ms. Vanessa Joy F. Calderon. I-welcome po natin si Ms. Vanessa. Palakpakan po natin siya.
Hi everyone, hi Miss Tin, and good morning po sa ating lahat.
Good morning, Ms. Van. Okay, medyo mahina po ating signal ni Ms. Van.
Yeah. Good morning. Okay na po?
So anyway, for now po, just a few reminders. So we'll be posting an attendance sheet in a bit, and also after the discussion ni Ms. Vane, we'll be posting the feedback. You have to answer both para po may certificates kayo. Also, if you also have questions, good morning, ma'am. Good morning, Ms. Vane. Naririnig niyo po ba kami?
Yes, ma'am. Naririnig ko po kayo. Clear and loud and clear po.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So, ready na po ba kayo for the presentation?
Yes, ma'am. I will be sharing my slides.
Okay po. So, you may have the floor now po. Thank you, ma'am.
Miss Tin, nakikita na yung slides. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Once again, I'm Vanessa Joy Calderon, the ACVRC from the Regional Field Office number 2. So my presentation is about the Beyond Borders market growth strategies for Mang Bean instant ginisang munggo and instant noodles. So the outline of my presentation is this. First, I will give you some overview of the project, and then the technology development and the description of the products we develop. And of course, I will be sharing also the product potential and then the financial analysis. That includes the market and promotional activities. And I will also be sharing our project beneficiaries and some testimony from the project beneficiaries. So before po tayo mag-proceed sa project, I will be sharing to you kung ano nga ba ang munggo. Baka may mga hindi pa masyadong aware kung ano yung munggo. So mung bean is locally dubbed as munggo, or it is known as the source of cheapest protein, being known also as the poor man's meat. Kasi ang munggo, nabibili mo lang siya yung seeds ng isang baso or mga 10 to 15 pesos, but it already contain 20 to 25% protein and 60 to 65% carbohydrates. And the munggo usually cooks as soup and utilizes special ingredients for bakery products. And in terms of production, it is an excellent crop for green manuring kasi nag-fix po siya ng nitrogen in the air. And these are the health benefits of mung bean. It reduces the risk of heart diseases, reduces the blood pressure, increases immunity to viruses and infection, prevents constipation, strengthens hair and nails, promote healthy eyesight, and prevent acne. So the mung bean in region 2, we call it black gold. Why black gold? Kasi every summer during the harvesting time, like on April or May during summer, so ang plantation po ng munggo sa amin ay puro black yung nakikita. And then thanks to its color and harvest time, and it has a limitless potential as a cash crop for both seed and food processing. So ang Cagayan Valley po, especially in San Mateo, Isabela, was officially declared as the munggo capital of the Philippines in January 2012. And in Region 2 alone, we have around 13,861 hectares na tinatamnan ng munggo. And for Isabela, ay meron po kaming 12,500 hectares, we are contributing around 18 to 20% volume of production to the national level. And the product development of this product na ipapakilala ko pong mamaya is an offshoot project of the project conducted in 2018 to 2019. This is the SIPAR model showcasing mung bean gap-based for improved rice productivity in lowland rice-based areas in Kuling Cluster, Cabanatuan, Isabela. So with this, we help the farmers to have the steady supply of mung bean for seed production as raw materials for processing. Actually, ang Region 2 po ay nagtatanim ng mung bean after 2 croppings of rice. So after harvesting ng rice during the month of February, nagtatanim na ng munggo, and then ma-harvest siya ng April to June. And this prompted the increase of mung bean expansion in Cabanatuan, Isabela. So let's have a look back on the mung bean journey. So what have we done so far? So we started the product development and improvement in 2018. So during that time, nanalo yung instant ginisang munggo as second most innovative product during the National Technology Forum of the DA Bureau of Agricultural Research. And with that, in 2020, we have transferred the product because sa DA kasi it's more on the development and improvement of the product, pero yung mass production ay itinransfer namin sa Flow of Pariir Agricultural Cooperative. And with that, nung nakita po ng Field Operations Division na maganda yung result po ng research po natin sa Department of Agriculture Cagayan Valley Research Center, nag-award po sila sa cooperative ng around 2.5 million worth of processing facility and processing equipment in March 2022. So maganda po kasi yung convergence ng Research Division and Field Operations Division dito sa amin kasi lahat ng output ng research ay sinusuportahan ng Field Operations Division para po magkaroon ng sustainability. And then with that, the cooperative produced around 1.4 worth of Mangbin products for the cooperative in just 1 year of operation. And habang tumatagal, and we conducted series of market research and focus group discussion. So, madaming lumabas na kailangan natin i-enhance the product para mas mabili at mas matanggap pa po siya ng consumer. And we come up with the products upscaling and market expansion of Mangbin line food products. So this is our product. First is the instant ginisang munggo. So yung instant ginisang munggo, yung traditional na preparation ng instant ginisang munggo, it will take around 30 minutes to 1 hour para maluto. But with this product, it only requires 5 minutes boiling and contains small packets of dried malunggay, mushroom, amaranth, squash blossom to complete your crave for the traditional viand. So, kompleto na po siya. Within 5 minutes, pwede mo na siyang i-consume. And another product is the instant mungbi noodles. So, this is the healthy substitute to the popular instant noodles. The mungbi instant noodles was also concocted for the people who are always on the go but seek for healthier option. So our trademark is Mang Bean. So the CVRC brand from the bean. So parang Tagalog version lang siya ng Mr. Bean or Mang Bean. And our product is based on the proximate and nutritional analysis. It has a high in protein and dietary fiber. And our product is also a halal certified from AHIP and FDA registered po siya, licensed to operate. And then the two products has already a certificate of product registration. And also the product is an IPO registered for the trademark and the utility model for the process and composition of producing instant ginisang munggo and instant mungbin noodles. And also, gaya ng sabi ko kanina, most innovative product din po siya in 2018 and promotes a 5-minute convenience for busy lifestyle. Also, the product has a shelf life of 6 months, minimum of 6 months. But I think nung pinatest namin, pwede pa rin po siyang umabot ng almost 1 year. And this is the result of the pesticide analysis of mung bean seed as raw materials. So, pinatest din po namin yung mga munggo na ginagamit namin as raw materials para po may pakita natin that safe yung ginagamit natin na ingredients for the processing of munggo. And with that, the result indicated that the mung bean seed used in the product processing have pesticide residual levels, so less than a limit of quantification siya within the and ensuring that they are safe for consumption. So let me share you also our secret in the unlocking its market potential. So we conducted a series of focus group discussion and market research survey in Region 3 and NCR. So the result of the focus of group discussion in NCR and in Region 3 for instant ginisang munggo is that we have known that the Tarlac province as a major mungbin producer in the region, focusing on the seed production and rather than processing. So nung pinakilala namin yung product, talagang natuwa sila kasi nagpo-focus lang sila more on the seed production. So hindi sila masyadong nagve-venture into food processing or value addition. And also they commended the product for the product convenience, the aroma and taste. Similar daw po siya sa traditional and restaurant prepared dishes. And of course, the product health benefits. And some suggested that the name change to ready to cook and some packaging improvement on the color enhancement and larger size and accurate color representation. And they are willing to buy the product between 35 to 40 pesos. While in NCR, the eco packaging for green consumers was uploaded and then prominently claims for origins of ingredients. So, since locally sourced yung ingredients, pwede daw natin siyang ilagay sa packaging niya. And for the weight information, kailangan daw mas visible by using bold fonts and increasing its size provided the weight in both 40 grams or kasi yung iba, hindi sila masyadong familiar sa grams or especially in other countries. So, pwede rin natin siyang lagyan ng ounces. And of course, we need to put some catchy taglines and then the barcode. And then for the product description, reduce the size of cooking instruction to create space for the product description. And we need to put the English translation of the the ginisang munggo kasi hindi nga naman naiintindihan lahat ng tao yung ginisang munggo. So, much as well, we will put some, ginisang munggo and then close and open parenthesis, mung bean soup. And also, this is the result for the focus group discussion for the instant mung bean noodles. So, sa Region 3, mas preferred nila yung craft top packaging versus dun sa paper lid kasi mas doable nga po siya. And the size of the product meets their expectation and comparable to other market option, indicating that it aligns with industry standards. And they also said that for the mung bean noodles, it maintains a tender consistency without becoming overly soggy kahit mga after 10 minutes pa siya. And noted that their larger texture which sets them apart from the average option. And for the NCR, they said that we need to improve the appeal to the advertising. So include in the label local product of Region 2 or local farmer of Region 2 and include some allergen information, emphasize the plant-based nature and more visible expiration date. Aside from the focus group discussion, we also conducted a market research survey in the San Fernando, Pampanga, and Quezon City. So we use the Rouse software. We have a sample size of 283, which is a combination of non-probability sampling method, including the haphazard and quota sampling methods was done to pick up the respondent of the survey. So ito yung result ng quantitative market survey result for instant ginisang munggo in Region 3. So for the socio-demographic profile of the respondents, 52.97% are male and 47% are female and 47% are male. And the age of the respondents ranges from 34% of 26 to 35 years old and 26% yung mga 17 to 25 years old and 17% yung 36 to 46 years old. So before kami nag-gather ng data, we asked the the respondents kung kumakain ba sila ng ginisang munggo, and with that 99.57% said yes and 1% said no. And then the frequency of consumption is 21.62% is 2 to 4 times a week, and once a month is 40.27%. And yung nagsabi na kumakain sila ng once a week is about 34%. So yeah, 90 yung frequency nga ng consumption yung sinabi ko kanina, once a week, especially siguro it's Friday, thanks God, it's Munggo Day, ganyan. And 56.22% said that for the value of money, they are starting to get expensive, so you would give more thought of buying it. And for the product switching, yung sa 48%, very likely to switch from traditional munggo to instant noodles kasi nga mas mabilis siya i-consume at i-prepare. And for the product label and packaging, so 38% ay nagsabing the image of the product captured their attention first, and 79% right amount of the product information, and 67% said that the overall acceptance or they like it very much. For the post-consumption data, 62% said they like it a lot for the aroma, texture, and flavor. And for the instant mung bean noodles naman, halos same lang din yung respondents, and the consumption frequency is once a week. And then for the value for money, they have said that a good deal that you are likely to buy. So meron po siyang 54 to 80.86%. And for the product switching, so very likely to switch from traditional noodles to instant mung bean noodles. So it has 47%. And for the label and packaging, 31% said that the image of the in the label captured their attention first, and the 82% said that right amount of the product information are in the label and packaging, and 62% said that the product visibility is very visible. And we also compared we also asked the respondents kung ano yung mas preferred nilang packaging ng ating instant mung bean noodles. So 92% said mas gusto nila yung sealed crop top with cover. Mas convenient ka naman yon. And yung sa sealed paper cup lid is 7.57. And for the post-consumption data, so they like it a lot in terms of aroma, texture, and flavor. And for the NCR, ito naman po yung result ng instant ginisang munggo. 97% ng mga tao sa NCR ay kumakain ng instant ginisang munggo, and they do it once a week, so 44.52%. And for the value of money, 78% said that a good deal that you are likely to buy, and 48% is very likely to switch from the traditional ginisang munggo to instant ginisang munggo. And in terms of label and packaging, yung brand name po ay logo ay nakakatch ng attention ng about 26% of the respondents, and 72% said that the right amount of product information, and overall acceptance is 71%. And for the post-consumption, they like it a lot, the aroma, texture, and flavor. And also, same result has been gathered from the NCR using during the result survey of the instant mung bean noodles. So we also did a product competitive analysis for instant ginisang munggo versus the existing commercial counterpart in the market. So we have compared the brand X and instant ginisang munggo. So ang strength po nung isa is strong market reach, but our strength for this is the natural, healthier option, closer aroma, texture, and flavor to the traditional ginisang munggo. But our weakness here is limited product reach for now. And then our market is more on region nodes 1, 2, 3, 4, and NCR. We also have conducted a product competitive analysis for the instant instant mung bean noodles versus brand X. So yung brand X is cheaper compared to Mang Bean products or the widely known cup noodles, but our product has low sodium content and can be marketed as a product of farmers, which has an appeal to the heart. And yung weakness niya lang, medyo mas mahal siya compared doon sa ating existing commercial counterpart. And this is the financial analysis for the products we have prepared. For the enterprise one, if you're going to venture into processing of instant ginisang munggo, and then for enterprise 2 is instant mung bean noodles alone, and for the enterprise 3 is if you want to venture on the producing or processing the two products, instant ginisang munggo and instant mung bean noodles. So for the enterprise one, we have a return on investment of 11.78% for the first year of operation and a payback period of 2.9 years. And for enterprise 2, meron po tayong 7.8 return on investment for the first year of operation and a payback period of 3.08 years. And for the enterprise 3, meron po tayong return on investment of 10.24 for the first year of operation, and then we have a payback period of 2.6 years. And with this, pag mga wala ka pang capital, we encourage the small-time businesses owners that can be reseller, and we can link it to the project beneficiary. So these are the market and promotional activities that we had conducted. So We participate in the marketing related activities, including exhibits, bazaars, and forums. We also conducted or digital marketing of the products, and then collaboration to possible private institutions. So the cooperative expanded production capacity and participation in marketing event led by to increase market reach to 4 regions, regions 1, 3, NCR, and 4A, and a gross income of almost 1.5, benefiting local farmers with higher than market rates for their produce. So nakapag join na rin po sila sa AgriLink, sa 16th Philippine Food Expo in Manila, Philippines last April to 12 to 14. And also they have attended or joined the International Food Exposition sa Manila and Kadiwa, series of Kadiwa trade fairs in the region and in Metro Manila and also in Malacanang, and F2C2 trade fairs. Also, they had participated the ProPac Asia BTEC in Bangkok, Thailand in June 12 to 15 to promote our mung bean products in partnership, of course, with the Department of Trade in Industry. And we had established a possible marketing partnership with the Mondelez in Philippines. So we had an initial inception meeting with Nissin, a Philippine multinational food and beverages company known for its diverse portfolio, including instant noodles. And they expressed interest in adding mung bean noodles to their product lineup. So we are just waiting for the additional meeting to be scheduled to advance this partnership. And during this period, the cooperative successfully produced around 42,720 pieces of mung bean products with an income of almost 1.5 in 2023 and 2024. And additionally, this achievement provided small-scale farmers with the opportunity to sell their mung beans. So lahat po ng raw materials po na ginagamit nila ay galing po sa mga members and nearby farmers po. And then, yung pinangbibili po nila is dinadagdagan nila ng 1 to 2 pesos per unit more than compared dun sa existing market rates. And of course, yung mga hindi available, yung mga gusto pong matry yung mga products, they have account sa Shopee para po makapag-order po tayo and sa Facebook page po nila. And then they are, I think, they are planning to create also a TikTok shop for their product. So these are their target market for the 2 to 3 years. So ito yung na-identify ng cooperative na target market for the products and products, and not only the products but also the produced seeds of the cooperative. And in summary, the market survey and assessment resulted to the increased market penetrations, partnership with key distributors and retailers, and boosted the production capacity, so allowing the cooperative to scale products. So before anything else, papakilala ko po pala kayo sa ating beneficiary. Our partner beneficiary for this technologies is the Flow of Pariir Agriculture Cooperative. Their address is located at Sitio Pariir, Saranay, Cabanatuan, Isabela. So their products includes mung bean seeds, rice, and mung bean products that includes noodles and instant ginisang munggo, and they have added lines like munggo chips, mung bean coffee, and mung bean hopia and buchi. So the cooperative has 70 regular members and 290 associate members, and their involvement includes production of mung bean, a source of raw materials, the Flow of Pariir staff, especially women members, as processors of the mung bean products, and members are source of readily available backyard crops such as mushroom, ingredients for the mung bean production. So these are the assistance given to the project beneficiary. So part of the project, we had training needs assessment. We had conducted training needs assessment and personal entrepreneurial competence analysis. We also had executed a developed action plan for the cooperative and provide equipments to increase the production capacity and conduct of benchmarking to other successful co-ops. So we conducted a training needs assessment to the Flow of Career Cooperative utilizing the bottom to top approach for the beneficiaries of the project. And these are the training extended to the Flow of Career Cooperative that includes the good agricultural practices on Mungbin, and then actual hands-on, of course, for the product processing technology, and then training on the good manufacturing practices, food safety, business enterprise, and field jobs application, and then training on costing, pricing, basic accounting, and bookkeeping. Also, the training on strategic marketing, management, and digital marketing. And then we also partner with the DA Regional Agriculture Engineering Office for the training on in machinery care and maintenance used in food processing and personal entrepreneurial competence, and of course training with Hopia and Buchi processing. So all these trainings we had partnered with different collaborating agencies and institutions like the ARFO2 regulatory division, DTI, and then we also have the integrated laboratory division, and so on. We also provided equipment to the cooperative to increase the production from 600 pieces of instant ginisang munggo to at least 1,000 to 1,500 packs per day. And furthermore, it also lessens the labor cost to around 20 to 25%. Yeah, and just like what I said from the previous slide, we had awarded around 2.5 million mung bean processing facility from the high value crops program to support the mass production of the awarded technology. And we also had benchmarking activities with in Batangas Egg Producer Cooperative, or the BEPCO in Batangas, for their practices. And this led to the continuous market initiative, research initiative of the cooperative and consultant for R4D related undertakings and product innovation, and demonstrated operational strategies and effective management technique by examining their achievement and approaches. So these are the 4 intangible results of the cooperative after the trainings conducted. So they had enhanced brand equity and in stakeholders engagement, improve operational efficiency, and reduce downtime, and increase self-awareness and targeted skill development, and enhance production techniques and product quality. And for the develop action plan, the Flow of Career Cooperative, so ito yung mga line of product lines na ginawa nila, and sila mismo yung nag-initiate na gagawin ito. That includes the Hopia, Buchi, chips, and mung bean flavored drinks. So, ang counterpart na lang po ng DA dito is to assist them on the packaging and of course the nutritional and approximate analysis of the product and some labelings. Pero yung initiative and kung sino yung nag-innovate dito sa product ay sariling decision na po siya ng cooperative. And these are the impact of the mung bean growers and members. Of course, they have a readily available market for the raw materials produced, steady price of farm gate price, or even better kasi pag binibili nila ang munggo sa mga miyembro ay nagdadagdag sila ng mga 1 to 2 pesos higher than the market price, and they have established a steady and for people's cooperative for the mung bean production. And impact to the cooperative, the Flow of Career Agriculture Cooperative is now an F2C2 champion cluster for mung bean. So they are into a business enterprise of producing certified seed production. They have 7 accredited seed growers and seed producers, and they have 10 hectares approximately, harvesting 13 to 15 tons annually na binebenta nila sa mga government offices, not only in the regional field office too, but also other RFOs as well. And they also producing commercial production business. They have 180 members cultivating 250 hectares, approximately 300 tons annually na pinoproduce nilang mung bean at binebenta as commercial seeds. And different private and public institutions are also giving support to the cooperatives such as DTI, DOST, and Office of the Vice President. And this is the impact to the partner government institutional buyers. So meron na tayong readily instant food products for relief and operating relief and feeding efforts. So ang DSW, DTEP, and other institutional buyers are now using the instant ginisang munggo and noodles for their feeding program efforts. And yeah, this is the testimony of our farmer beneficiary. Ang sabi po niya ay ang Flo of Pariir Agriculture Cooperative ay nagpapasalamat sa DARFO2 at DABAR sa pag-transfer ng teknolohiya ng Mangbin food products sa aming kooperatiba. Ito ay isang value-adding activity kung saan maraming munggo farmers ang makikinabang dahil sa pagtaas ng halaga ng munggo. Bukod dito ay nagkakaroon na rin ng ang kabatuan ng produkto na magpapakilala sa amin bilang isa sa mga top producers ng munggo sa Region 2. So ito po ay sinabi ni Ms. Riza Cordoso, Manager of Flo of Pariir Agriculture Cooperative. So, yeah, gusto ko rin po ipakilala sa inyo ang aming team. Of course, it is headed by our Regional Executive Director, Director Rosemary G. Aquino, and our manager, Engineer Rolando D. Pedro, as the technical consultant. And of course, I'm the project leader. With me is Ms. Camille O. Francisco, the Market Research Information Dissemination Officer for this project. Ms. Cheryl De Guzman for the product development, and Ms. Precious Noella C. Javier for the financial analysis. And of course, hindi magiging successful ang project na to without our partners. So we extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who contributed to the successful commercialization of the product, whose support, dedication, and expertise made this achievement possible. Of course, that includes the ABAR, our beneficiary Flo of Pariir Agriculture Cooperative, the LGUs, the ARFOs with different divisions, DTI, DOST, PCCI, and of course, our partners in the ARFO3, AMAD, and the AMAS Central Office, DepEd, PLGU, and all the respondents from Region 3 and NCR. So with that, let me share you this quote. Everything in food is science. The only subjected part is when you eat it. So thank you once again. And if you want, if you need more, pag may mga kailangan pa po kayong questions or informations from us, please visit our Facebook page, the Cagayan Valley Research Center, or you may contact us with this number and email addresses. So with that, thank you and God bless us all.
Maraming salamat din po, Ms. Vanessa, at sa interesting and comprehensive presentation mo on the market expansion of the processed mung bean products. So before we proceed with our Q&A portion, we would like to acknowledge our participants first. So kanina while I was scrolling, nakita ko na we have agriculture students, of course, agriculturist. Tapos meron po akong nakita na as far as Sarangani. Tapos po, tingnan ko lang po muna yung registration form natin para mas may better picture tayo of the demography ng ating participants today. So meron po tayong male and female participants. Mas marami po yung female ngayon. Siguro nag-aabang na kasi malapit na ang March for the Women's Month. Anyway, just kidding. Pero we also have different age groups, yung pinakamadami po, which is around 2/3 of the participants are from the 20 to 29-year-olds, followed by 30 to 39 years old na range. So I'm assuming these are our agriculturists and researchers, yung mga young professionals natin, and probably students as well. Meron din nga po tayong participant na in their teenage years pa, so 19 and younger. And we also have people who are 60 years old and above. Then, sa location po, all the regions are well represented. Pinakamarami po right now is from Caraga and followed by Cagayan Valley. Then sa occupation, a third are agriculturists, then sunod quarter are students, then yung iba professors and teachers, educators basically. Then sa agencies po, we have 40% are from state universities and colleges. Then yung sunod natin, which is 22% are not affiliated. So hindi sila from DA, hindi sila farmers or fisherfolk, hindi sila from government agencies or LGUs. Hindi din sila sa private universities and colleges. So I would like to assume that these people are, it's a good sign basically kasi mas dumadami yung interested sa ating seminar topics and sa agriculture sector as a whole kasi they're not usually here, but they're here right now. And also we have our sisters and brothers from the indigenous cultural communities, and we also have mga kababayan na PWD, tapos members of farmer and fisher folk cooperatives and associations. So we have here Kabaruan Farmers Cooperative, Gabaldon Farmers Agriculture Cooperative, Mina de Oro Agrarian Reform Beneficiaries Multipurpose Cooperative. Tapos meron din po tayong Gihulngan Organic Farmers Association, 47 Bengkag Farmers Association, tapos Buarbo, Nakafaba. So madami po. Then meron din pong from the Rural Improvement Club. Yun. So we have Uswag Kababaihan ng Palnab del Norte at 46H Club, Mindagat, Malitbog, Bukidnon. So for me po, lagi kong i-emphasize na or lagi kong i-highlight na madami po tayong na-reach pero sana po mas dumami pa. And it's good po na we are getting this much attention from people of different sectors and from different locations. Sabi nga nila from Batanes to Sulu, we have people from Sarangani as well. So it's a good sign po. Anyway po, yun po. So let me just check po kung may sa ating comment section and from our chat box and DA bar. So ito po may nagtanong, how competitive daw po yung pricing ng products ninyo compared to traditional instant noodles?
Yes, thank you po sa nagtanong. Actually, yung instant mungbi noodles natin is 40 pesos per pack. And compared to the commercial instant noodles, around I think 30 to 40 nagre-range siya ng ganon. But of course, gaya ng nasabi ko kanina dun sa competitive analysis po natin, mas nutritious naman. We are claiming that our mungbi noodles more nutritious. And of course, pag i-compare natin dun sa mga Korean instant noodles ngayon na nagre-range siya ng around 50 to 100 per pack, ay mas okay pa rin, mas mura pa rin yung sa ating product na instant mungbi noodles.
So competitive price naman po. Pero more than just the price, mas lalo nating ina-emphasize, and more than just tangkilikin yung sariling atin, ina-emphasize din natin that this is a way healthier option.
Yes, and of course it's a product, the raw materials is from the local farmers of Region 2.
Okay. So yung dito, yung kung bagay yung pricing niya, mas direktang nagbe-benefit yung farmers dito kasi hindi to na middleman, hindi to nataas na ng kung ano-ano lang. Hindi na-inflate yung presyo ng kung ano-ano lang. So it goes direct to a huge portion of the earnings goes direct to our farmers po, di ba?
Yes, tama po.
Okay. So on to our next question po. Ayun. So, na-mention na din po natin kanina, can you tell us more daw po about the how the commercialization of mung bean products benefit the local farmers and agribusinesses. Siguro po, more in detail po.
Yes, yung source namin ng mga raw materials, especially yung mung bean and other vegetables, ay nanggagaling siya sa mga members ng Flow of Pariir Cooperative. At kung kulang naman yung mga produce ng mga members ay sa mga neighboring barangay or neighboring municipality na nagtatanim din ng munggo at other vegetable. So, ang bili po ng Flow of Pariir sa munggo na ginagamit as raw material ingredients for the processing of the developed food products is nagdadagdag sila ng mga 1 to 2 pesos compared to the prevailing market price para sa kanila na ibenta yung mga munggo na produce nila. So mas nabe-benefit sila na mas mataas yung price na nabebenta nila sa munggo. And at the same time, yung mga ibang farmers na may mga backyard gardens or tanim na malunggay na hindi naman masyadong pinapansin, or yung sa mushroom, mga spinach and yung bulaklak ng kalabasa, pwede rin po nilang ibenta ng kahit hindi ganun ka-bulk. Basta may available lang sila, dalhin nila sa cooperative at sa plant processing natin ay pwede po nilang ibenta anytime. So nakakatulong po sa kanila yon as magkaroon sila ng cash crop.
Mami, may minimum, ano po ba, may minimum na weight ng products na ni-require kayo?
Yung sa ingredients po, wala naman po as long as maganda naman yung quality at pasado naman po doon sa criteria po ng ating cooperative para doon sa kanilang food processing, ay kahit hindi po siya ganun kadami, basta may available po, itinatanggap po nila.
Curious din lang po ako personally. So, since yung beneficiary nyo is Flow of Pariir, paano po yun kapag pag hindi enough yung pag hindi enough yung na-produce ng Flow of Pariir, yung partners nyo po ba na nagiging source nyo ng ingredients?
Ingredients, yes.
Have you partnered with local groups like farmer associations or more on mga isa-isang farmers lang po yung mga?
Dati, nung nag-uumpisa sila, pa-isa-isa lang muna o kaya kung walang available dun sa mga members nila ay pumupunta sila sa palengke, ganyan. Pero right now, na-establish na nila yung market or source ng mga ingredients nila. So, may mga kontrata na rin po silang na ginawa, and then sila na po yung steady na nagsusupply sa kanila ng raw materials.
That's good po. Parang na-establish nyo na agad yung
Yes.
supply and demand chain,
Yes.
and na parang na-formalize nyo. That's very good po. Sige po, we'll be checking. Yeah. So may plans pa po ba daw kayong expand yung product line nyo beyond instant mung bean noodles and ginisang munggo?
Yeah. During last year, I think October or November, nung nagkanta kami ng Regional Techno Forum dito sa Region 2, bale, parang nilaunch namin yung product nila na ice mung bean coffee. So, yun po, instead na yung flavor niya ay naglagay sila ng ibang flavor, mung bean yung nilagay, tapos may sinubstitute silang ibang yung cream, ganyan. So, mung bean paste yung inilagay. So, yun, aside from ice mung bean coffee, meron din po silang dinevelop na buchi and hopya, and then yung munggo chips na rin po. So, ito ay initiative actually nung cooperative. Sila na yung nag-isip kung ano yung mga next project or next product na gagawin, ginawa nila. And then, ang part na lang ngayon ng DA is to connect them sa market, and of course, to improve the product in terms of yung sa shelf life, sa packaging and label later on.
Okay, ma'am, wow, that sure is a very empowered cooperative na sila na nagsasabi na eto gusto namin, tulungan niyo na lang kami. And it's good po that you're able to connect them and empower them through collaborations with different agencies who can help them.
Yes, actually na-challenge sila nung nag-benchmark kami sa BEPCO sa Batangas. 'Di ba ang dami nilang products on eggs, tapos meron silang sariling R&D para mag-develop sa product development. And then with that, meron sa case ng Flock Ear, nag-start na rin sila mag-develop ng kanilang product nga. Yun nga lang, kailangan din pa rin nila ng mga assistance from us.
At curious po ko, yung mga dinevelop na new products na Munggo-based pa din, yung
Yes,
dinevelop,
Munggo-based pa rin po.
paano po nyo minamarket sila so far?
Aside from yung mga bago po, aside from yung nakikipag-participate ng mga exhibits, and ayan, nakikipag-partnership din po tayo sa mga other agencies like DTI and DOST, and tapos may sa mga pasalubong centers po nila, nagdi-display po sila po doon.
Ma'am, I think it would also be a hit if like maglagay kayo ng cafe stand or something near universities. Ganun po.
Yeah, actually nung last year din, nung nag-visit ang mga evaluators during the Ugnay Award. So andun si President ng Isabela State University. So nag-signify na rin ng interest ang Flow of Ear in partnership with Isabela State University na magkaroon ng parang store doon sa kanilang mga campuses. Kasi 'di ba, ang product nila it's more on instant munggo noodles. So pag mga estudyante talaga hindi maiwasan gustong-gusto yung instant noodles. So I think nag-start na rin sila ng nag-communicate na rin sila doon. Hindi ko lang alam kung nakapag-start na sila makapag-display sa mga stores nila doon sa campuses.
Actually, ma'am, natikman ko na po yung mung bean noodles nyo and talaga, I really like it. Tapos, personally, as someone na mahina sa maalat, for me, sobrang balanced yan. I like na hindi nagiging soggy yung yung noodles niya even after like matagal-tagal na babad. So it's very good. This has, for me, sobrang laking potential po talaga nito and sana mas ma-market pa natin. Pero ma'am, so far po, ano yung challenges natin dito sa expansion niya? Expansion. Ano yung challenge natin na na-experience?
Yeah, actually nung una, especially nung nagsisimula pa lang tayo, nung tinransfer namin yung mga products dito sa Flow of Ear, syempre ang problema natin dyan is kung paano tayo makaka-compete with the existing markets. And then, syempre, since limited yung fund natin to improve the product, ay yung labels and packaging niya is hindi pa masyadong ganun kaganda. But with the help of course, funding agency, DA-BAR, and other agencies like yung mga nabanggit ko kanina, DTI and DOST, natulungan po nila tayong ma-improve yung mga packaging and labels po ng ating mga products. And at the same time, nung na-start na po natin siyang mapa-register sa FDA, so gaya na nasabi ko kanina, itong product na ito ay meron ng Certificate of Product Registration. So, pwede na rin po siyang i-display or ibenta sa mga malls, ganyan. And yun, habang tumatagal naman, sa dami ng mga tumutulong sa kanilang mga agencies ay hindi na tayo nahirapan para ma-commercialize yung mga products. Actually ngayon, yung other agencies na yung pumupunta sa cooperative para mag-extend ng assistance. I think very recently, nitong January lang, meron silang natanggap na around 4M na fund from the central office under sa GIPSACA naman. So para po mas ma-improve nila ulit yung mga product nila and makabili sila ng mga equipments para mas mapabilis yung pag-produce nila ng mga products.
So as I understand it po, so far more on meeting the demand. So there's demand talaga. Yung parang pinaka naging challenge nyo is how to meet the demand.
Yes, ma'am. Kaya nga po, very thankful kami kasi ang dami na ring nag-extend ng assistance na, for example, yung DTI, nagbigay sila ng mga ibang equipments other than dun sa mga ibinigay natin na processing equipment. So, nagbigay din sila ng ibang equipments para mas mapabilis din at magkaroon pa ng mas mapadami yung production nila ng products.
Ma'am, also, may nagtanong po sa ating audience from Isar Saripudin Ayub. available na daw po yung Mang Binudol sa market and saan po siya mahahanap so far?
Yes po, as of now, naka-display lang po siya sa Region 2 and some other partners sa NCR tsaka Region 3. Pero kung medyo malayo po kayo at interesado po kayong bumili ng products, pwede po siya online. So may Shopee account po ang Flow of Pariir Cooperative. Parang I think ang account po nila is Mangbin. So yun po, pwede po silang magbenta doon o kaya pakihanap na lang po yung Flow of Pariir Cooperative Facebook page.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Also, curious question din po. Since I think there was, sa presentation mo po, nakita ko na dun sa mga numbers na binigay nyo, parang relatively, yung sa packaging, you need to improve on it pa po.
Yes, ma'am.
Paano po yan? Do you, since registered na kayo sa iba-ibang entities, you have different certifications na, if you change the label, the packaging, and the packaging basically, they still have to redo the registration with different,
I think hindi na po, just as long as yung mga important na claims ay nandoon sa packaging. And of course, hindi naman namin papalitan yung sa trademark, of course, andun na yon. Tapos yung mga important details ay andun pa rin siya. Ang mapapalitan lang naman dito is kung paano yung sa thickness or yung sa yung packaging na mas mapapatagal natin yung shelf life. But on the details, halos pareho lang po siya. Pero kung papalitan man natin yung mga kulay, ganyan, I think hindi na rin po natin kailangan ng i-report ipa-register ulit sa mga regulatory bodies po natin.
Okay po. So we will be down to our last question so far. So, Ms. Vane, ano po yung words of wisdom or message mo to our, mga startup businesses natin, especially yung mga nasa agribusiness?
Yeah, for the startup, yung mga nagsisimula pa lang na sa mga startup businesses, mahirap talaga siya sa simula. But kung magsisipag sila and then ang dami kasing mga assistance from the government, not only from the Department of Agriculture but also from other government agencies like DTI, DOST, ang dami nilang assistance for the startup. So pwede po silang makipag-ugnayan sa mga offices po nila. And may mga technology business incubators na rin po tayo na available na sa lahat, not only sa DA but also sa mga SUCs. So pwede po silang mag-enroll as incubator para mas matulungan pa po sila on sa pagkaroon ng sustainability sa business enterprise and then sa coaching and mentoring na rin kung paano nila palalaguin ang kanilang mga enterprise.
So hindi lang po to, basically madami talagang ino-offer yung government and different sectors na assistance sa mga ating startup businesses. Kailangan lang nilang sipagan, maghanap, and lumapit sa mga institutions na yun, di ba? And it's good po na yung...
Yes, of course, yung commitment din. Yung commitment din nila na syempre pag may mga binigay or binigay sa kanila o kaya yung time din nila, kailangan nilang ibigay talaga para dun sa kanilang business.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. How about, ano po yung message mo to our researchers?
Yes, to all researchers, my fellow researchers, mahirap din talaga mag-research, especially kung yung mga ginagawa natin, magsipag lang din tayo hard work kasi isipin natin na lahat ng ginagawa natin ay hindi para sa ating sarili kundi para sa mga ikabubuti ng ating mga clientele, especially the farmers. So lagi nating isipin kung ano yung makakatulong sa kanila at magkapagbigay sa kanila ng mga additional income.
And sa dadagdag ko nga po yung di ko malilimutan na na sinasabi ni ni Red Aquino, dapat ma-translate natin yung mga research natin. Hindi siya dapat research in a vacuum. Dapat yung research natin eventually ma-translate natin to livelihood ng ating farmers and fisher folk. So yun yung inspiration. So also yung last na po, ano po yung message mo sa ating farmers?
Yes, sa aming mga farmers po, salamat po sa mga support, especially yung sa ating yung ating beneficiary. Kasi kung hindi rin naman nila tinanggap yung ating mga project, ay wala rin namang mangyayari. Kasi kahit research po tayo ng research, kung wala pong tatanggap at magkakaroon talaga ng commitment para ipagpatuloy yung research po natin at yung tiwala din nila sa atin na tama ba or kikita ba sila sa resulta ng research na ito, ganyan. So, yeah, maraming salamat po sa kanila kasi yung mga binibigay po nilang tiwala sa amin na mga researcher or taga Department of Agriculture, ayun po na yung nagbibigay ng inspirasyon sa amin para mas magtrabaho pa po at maghanap pa po or magsaliksik pa ng mga teknolohiya na mas maibibigay po namin sa inyo para po mas mapaangat po yung inyong kabuhayan.
So, para sa bayan niya po. Ay, ma'am, medyo patapos na tayo, pero na-curious lang po ako. Since na-intriga po ako dun sa terminology mo kanina na ano namin, buti may pumayag makipag-partner. So, ibig sabihin po may challenges po sa paghahanap ng partner, adopters or beneficiaries?
Yes po. Usually naman, ganun, ganun talaga. Hindi lahat ng mga products natin or technologies natin ay pag itinransfer mo ay magiging successful na agad. Siyempre may mga resistance din sa mga part ng mga cooperator natin. But with the trust and confidence naman na binibigay nila ay napapatunayan naman natin na kumikita sila. Kasi may one adapter din kasi kami na hindi nagtuloy kasi yun nga may mga problema sa cooperative ganyan or sa mismong cooperative mismo kaya hindi siya nagtuloy. Pero yun nga po, we're very thankful sa mga associations or cooperative na naging adapter po natin ng ating mga technologies.
Sabi nga po ni Sir Jonel, parang not exactly his verbatim, pero Sir Jonel, whenever he goes, pag pumupunta siya sa iba-ibang lugar and nagsi-speech siya, lagi niyang ine-emphasize yung collaboration. And so does Red Aquino. Both sila ine-emphasize nila yung power of collaboration between the researchers, implementing agencies, different government agencies, LGUs, municipal LGUs, private sector of course, and the farmers. Kailangan po natin ng mag-collaborate kasi we all have our strengths and parang we just have to fit with each other like a jigsaw puzzle, kumbaga. So something will come out of it. So anyway, ma'am, thank you po, Ma'am Vanessa, pagpa-unlock sa amin and it's such a pleasure. So, may ibibigay po kaming certificate sa inyo pero either we might just send it online or baka po pag nakita-kita tayo sa in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Baka po kami or colleagues namin. So, basahin ko lang po yung certification. So, the Bureau of Agricultural Research awards this certificate of appreciation to Ms. Vanessa Joy F. Calderon for sharing her invaluable knowledge during the DA Bar online seminar series, Beyond Borders, Market Growth Strategies for Mung Bean Instant Ginisang Munggo and Mung Bean Noodles, held on 20th February 2025 by StreamYard and DA Bar Facebook page, given this 20th day of February 2025 in Diliman, Quezon City, signed by DA Bar Director Dr. Janelle B. Soriano. So thank you, Ms. Vane, and this concludes our online seminar. And reminders lang uli sa ating participants, the attendance sheet po and feedback form, answer them both kasi po yung feedback form until 12 noon lang siya. And also, if you have questions on the seminar na baka hindi nyo pa natanong or hindi pa natanong dito, please just follow the Facebook page of the ACBRC, which is DA Cagayan Valley Research Center, or facebook.com/da.cvrc, or message nyo po yung DA Bar so para ma-forward namin yung inyong queries sa kanila. You can also please follow our social media pages ng DA Bar. So it's facebook.com/DA Bar Official, or DA Bureau of Agricultural Research on Facebook or on IG as well. It's at DA Bar Official para po ma-updated kayo sa ating online seminar series monthly and of course other activities pa ng DA Bar na baka interesado kayo or mag-benefit kayo. Once again, we would like to thank Ms. Vanessa Joy F. Calderon of the CBRC. Palakpakan at pusuan po natin si Ms. Vanessa.
Thank you po. Thank you everyone. God bless us all.
And also, Ms. Vanessa, may gusto ka po bang sabihin or pasalamatan?
Yes, of course. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Tin. Thank you, DA Bar, for this opportunity and for all the support financially, of course, the funding support. And thank you po sa lahat ng mga partner beneficiaries po natin, not only the Flow Career Cooperative, but also all the farmers po na sumusuporta po sa atin at na adapt po ng ating technology, not only the mung bean products, but also the production-related technologies na binibigay po ng Department of Agriculture. And of course, sa lahat po ng mga partners po natin na agencies, sabi mo kanina, maganda talaga yung may collaboration sa lahat ng mga agencies po na nakakasama po natin. So, yun lamang po and good morning po sa ating lahat.
Thank you, ma'am. And I'm hoping for the success of our mung bean products. So, sana po magtuloy-tuloy na talaga to. Not just sa demand, and sa production din po, sana magtuloy-tuloy na. And thank you po sa mga nag-collaborate sa inyo, both sa ground and sa mga government agencies and private sector na tumangkilik sa ating product, sa inyong product. And dito na po nagtatapos ang ating free online seminar for February. Ako po si Tin at isang mapagpalang umaga po sa ating lahat. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you po. God bless.